the South here in the 2A state championship game. Southside Chicago and the southernmost city in Illinois, at least on I-24. Hello and welcome to Carver Arena in downtown Peoria. It's America's original March Madness. It is Seton Academy taking on Massac County Metropolis for the 2A state championship. And here for the call of the game, Jim Albrecht and Roger Lowe.
Good evening once again, everybody, and welcome to the night. One of these teams is about to create a memory. Now, Roger Lowe, we all know that Superman lives in Metropolis. We also know Massac County lives in Metropolis. They may have to play like Superman tonight to beat Seton Academy. They are darn good. Let's take a look at the road to Peoria first and foremost. As far as Massac County is concerned, they got the job done, and of course, in the super sectional, it was pretty darn tight. A 3-point win over Breeze Central, and then, of course, taking out Marshall yesterday by 17. Seton Academy has averaged 24-point victories in the second season. Herscher was the closest anybody got to them by 7. They blew out Bago yesterday. Now, when it comes to Massac County, of course, everybody talks about Byron Bailey, but there's another guy you'd like to talk about.
Well, Zack Kester is going to be a huge factor today. He's an all-state quarterback. Had a good day yesterday. 11 points, 9 boards. They're going to need this leadership out of him.
And for the Sting, DJ leads the way.
Well, we're hoping this DJ plays some sweet music for him tonight. The Sun Times Player of the Year. Great game yesterday with 15 points, 4 assists. Great court awareness, great court vision.
If you're going to slow down Seton Academy, you better do it with some high-intensity D as we look at the keys to the game.
Well, Massac County has built their entire career on the defense. Coach Joe Hosman does a great job on this. Defense is going to be a great key. They've got to get their perimeter players with the ability to penetrate into the basket. And Joe Hosman is one of the most loved coaches in our state. A lot of people would like to see Coach Hosman get that big prize tonight.
And the beauty of Seton Academy is that any of the starting 5 can sting you.
They get it into that triple threat position where it makes them so hard to score. They're going to have to own the glass today. They are a great rebounding team, and I've been so impressed with Ken Stevenson. I think he's one of the rising stars in our coaching profession. He's going to have to finish the job that he started back in November.
Well, Seton Academy has the size advantage and the speed, but this game's all about heart. Let's see how it rolls out right now. Let's turn it over to our public address announcer, Mr. Herzog, and meet the young combatants.
Good evening, basketball fans. On behalf of the Illinois High School Association of the City of Peoria, welcome to Carver Arena for America's original March Madness. This 2A championship game features the Metropolis Massac County Patriots, a record of 32-1, and the South Holland Seton Academy Sting, a record of 30-2. At this time, to honor America, please stand, remove your caps, and pause for a moment of silence to remember the men and women in the armed forces serving us here and around the world away from their families, protecting our freedom. Thank you as we thank them. Now please address the flag with your hand over your heart as our soloist, Robert Sonnenfelt, a senior at Valmeyer High School, sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And now let's meet the starting lineups for this championship game between the Massac County Patriots and the Seton Academy Sting. At a guard from Massac County is 6'4" senior, 5, Byron Bailey. At a guard for Seton Academy, a 5'10" senior, number 2, DJ Cooper. Another guard for the Patriots, a 6'1" sophomore, 10, Corey Ayala. The other guard for the Sting is 6'3" junior, 11, Khameron Harper. The third Massac County guard is 6' junior, 11, Jarelle Johnson. At a forward for Seton Academy is 6'7" senior, 33, Jordan Walker. At a forward for the Patriots is 6'4" senior, 12, Zack Kester. At a forward for the Sting is 6'6" senior, 35, Corbin Thomas. The other forward from Massac County is 6'3" junior, 45, James Lang. The third forward for Seton Academy is 6'5" senior, 52, Tony Nixon. Head coach for Massac County, 30 years in all, 23 for the Patriots, a record of 459 and 207, Joe Hosman. Head coach in his 6 years at Seton Academy, Ken Stevenson, a record of 97 and 57. As the players and coaches wish each other good luck at half court, the IHSA board, its directors and members expect to promote good sportsmanship from all athletes, coaches, students, parents, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and the officials in a positive manner. Do what's right. Thank you. No other state in America can claim the rich history and tradition been generated by March Madness in Illinois. It's America's original March Madness. Direct your attention to the arena floor and meet the officials for this game. The referee from Rockford, Jim Irvin. From Loves Park, Patrick Burke. And from Byron, Gary Gullett. Presenting the game ball for this game, Dr. Jeff Ruskusky and Adam Pollard, representing the Children's Hospital of Illinois, one of the sponsors for the March Madness experience next door in the exhibit hall. We thank Children's Hospital for their contribution to the greatest high school single event in the land.
One team is 33-1. That team, the Patriots of Massac County. And of course, when you talk about the young men from South Holland outside of Chicago, you're looking at a group of very athletic and well-coached young men. Seton Academy at 30-2. There you see the starting lineups brought to you by Meyer. Check us out at Shop for More at MEIJER.com. And of course, the handshakes at center court were brought to you by Walgreens, proud sponsor of IHSA's Do What's Right Good Sportsmanship campaign. We're underway, and Bailey wins the tap. You see a lot of Byron Bailey tonight, number 5. He runs the point for Massac County. He is a senior, and he is very smooth. This is Jarelle Johnson, wearing number 11. And the man we featured, Zack Kester, wearing number 12. We'll have to see what the strategy of Joe Hosman is, Roger. He might be kind of taking a little time and getting Bailey free there, but nothing will fall for him this time as Ayala gets it back to Johnson, and 2 fires and 2 misfires. DJ Cooper is on the left wing right now. He'll come out and set things up for head coach Ken Stevenson.
Well, if there's a better point guard in the state than DJ Cooper, I haven't seen him. I do think Massac County is going to have to be able to penetrate it, get it into the teeth of that defense, and you saw it in the last possession.
Corbin Thomas has been a man among men the last 3 games. Long jumper does not fall. Rebound comes down to Byron Bailey. Thomas has 65 points in the last 3 games. Baseline jumper is down for Corey Ayala. Ayala, the only sophomore on the floor right now, gets the first bucket of this Class 2A state championship in county. Cooper, who's headed to Ohio University, sets things up. Tony Nixon fires. This is the All-Stater Walker. Yep.
He is so good. He's just a slasher. He's able to get in there and control his body.
Of course, last night, Seton Academy put a lot of pressure on the opposition as they took Winnebago out of what they wanted to do. Nice dish down low. James Lang off the assist from Kester.
He's not going to get you a lot of points in the offense, but he's a garbage man. Stuck it right in there.
He only averages 6 points a game. And of course, the pass gets away there. I was about to say Khameron Harper had a great night last. Other way, Ayala.
Well, Massac County will be ready to run with them. Massac County is great athletes, so it's not going to be a half-court game. Massac County can go toe-to-toe with them and punch with them.
Ayala had 10 rebounds last night to go along with his point production. Nice no-look down low, and that's easy for Walker.
They are so well coached, as you said, Jim. Just outstandingly well coached, and now they switch their defense into a zone.
And of course, the key to the Sting is turning offense off the defense. Nice pass, and again it's Ayala.
Great assist, though. The man got it in and penetrated. I think it was Jarelle Johnson and kicked it out to Ayala.
Jarelle Johnson, the junior, Ayala, the sophomore. And this is DJ floating, not hitting. Kester comes down with a rebound, has it knocked away momentarily, but gathers as Jarelle Johnson brings it up. And now Kester has to get his shoe on, so it's basically 4 against 5 as they wait for their teammate. And here he comes.
And a good job by Bailey recognizing that. He just pulled it out and waited until Kester got down there.
Joe Hosman, in his 23rd year as head coach, right in front of us, yelling out what offensive formation they want. Ayala fakes it. Kester open for the 15-footer. Not there. Rebound, Cooper.
You better get back if you are Massac County.
That you better, because Winnebago did not, and they got burned last night in the semifinals. Inside it goes to Johnson. Make that Thomas, and Thomas couldn't get it to fall as Walker fights for the rebound, and we'll have a foul against Kester.
The team feeds off this kid. The 2 games I've seen him play, it just seems like this energy that he exudes, the team feeds off that. First team All-Stater.
He's got the look, doesn't he? 6'7", senior, averaging 14 points a game.
And as you said yesterday, did not play last year, so I mean, really, he's just a 3-year high school basketball player.
Transferred from Hales Franciscan, set out the year, as did DJ Cooper. And Walker gets them both, but they say somebody was in the lane or not. You gonna take that one away, Roger? Just a timeout on the floor. Both the throws count. We're back after these network messages after a good start.
Oh, yes, they are. This is the best record we've ever had, and it's in the Final Four as far as we've ever been, and this is a good group of boys to get us there.
The throng here tonight, of course, are all nine of Joe Hosman's children. I guess that's the way to sell tickets. I wonder if he got them for free or not. Joe, of course, got teed up last night. He was definitely involved in what was going on. He didn't like a particular call, but he didn't come back to haunt him.
2 of his kids played on the first sectional championship in Massac history. That was Zack and Andrew back in the early 2000 era.
Full court pressure. Ayala breaks it nicely, gets it up ahead to Johnson. He'll pull up, get it blocked in midair by Corbin Thomas. And you can start to see the athleticism and hang on. Byron Bailey might have hurt a knee, and if he did, that will be not good news. He's up, and let's see how bad it is. Let's see what exactly transpired here.
Bailey was looking like Superman there running through the air, and it just looked like he came down wrong on it, and maybe he just kind of twisted. It's the left knee area. It's not going to get any worse right now until he sits and lets it sit and lets it get cold. So I think he'll just play through it. Massac County now in a zone, Jim, 2-3. You don't see that very often from a Joe Hosman team.
That could have been disastrous if number 5 went down for the Patriots. Walker, high post, will force it and get it to roll.
That's just a great job of getting into the seam by Walker. I saw Seton Academy just shred a very good zone defense by Hales Academy Tuesday night.
And we are tied today. It's a wide open Lang. Who spotted him? Bailey.
Now this is the guy right here. This is the man, the sometimes player of the year. This is the heart and soul of this team. He's got to lead them. That's DJ Cooper I'm talking about, number 2.
On the wing there, number 11, Harper had a great night last night. Walker's just going to keep going down and follow it home.
On the positive side, Seton Academy going strong to the boards. On the negative side, Massac County's got to put a body on people. It's called a defensive rebound.
Joe Hosman said the same thing. Block out after that initial shot. Bailey, he never gets too rattled, even when he's double teamed, and he will be a lot tonight. Johnson bounces it off of Harper's ankle.
So many people think that defense ends when somebody shoots the ball. It does not. It ends when you get the basketball. So as I said, it's a defensive rebound.
Seton Academy has reeled off 19 in a row in the win column. Massac County 14 in a row. So both these teams feeling very confident as to what they can get done here. 5 minutes has transpired in the state championship game, and nothing has been decided yet. 10s on both sides of the board.
Ooh,
Bailey.
Close to a 5 count there. You got to be very careful with that.
Lang, not this time. But the rebound underneath by Ayala, and he threw it away. He wanted to get it back out. Let's see, was it touched last by Seton Academy? It was.
Yeah, Walker didn't need to touch that ball. It was going to be out of bounds for them, so not a real good play by Jordan.
Saw a quick shot there of Ken Stevenson in his 6th year. Of course, Seton Academy has only been in existence 6 years, this boys basketball team. They had a girls team at the school, of course.
Now, I think that Massac County's a better team with Cordy in the lineup.
Bad pass. Nixon picks it off. Walker finishes or tries to, and now doing the deed is Kenny Stevenson, the coach's son, who just checked in.
They don't lose anything with him coming off the bench as well. So the substitutes that both teams made, they don't lose a step.
That was the first bad pass, and there's another one, and almost taken away by Corbin Thomas.
So Dustin Cordy coming in for Lang and Kenny Stevenson coming in for Khameron Harper. There's not a thing lost by either squad.
They have such width on defense. Nice pass underneath. Bailey gets it blocked, and we'll have a foul on Nixon. Tony Nixon, who's headed to Northern Illinois, called for the infraction as we watch how it went down. Whoa, he got a lot of ball on that one. Bailey, 65% free throw shooter, averaging 18 points per game.
It's been real interesting for me to see now in the chess match going on between Coach Hosman and Coach Stevenson, what kind of defense Seton Academy is going to look at. I've just been real surprised that they've gone to 2-3 so quickly.
Massac County back on defense, trailing by 1.
Man, straight man.
Inside they go, and now Walker will that's a very difficult shot, and Jordan Walker hung in the air and got it to fall. Look at the speed of this game. Rejected is Ayala. The other way. Kicking it back to Nixon, and we've got a blocking foul or a charge. A charge against Corbin Thomas.
Well, great job there. Seton Academy did a great job of pinning that ball against the board, but took it in just a little bit too far. If they'd have stopped and taken the short jumper, that wouldn't have occurred. Great job, though, by Jarelle Johnson.
Khameron Harper checking back into the game. He had 17 in the semifinals last night.
Jordan Walker with 12 points of the 14 for Seton.
Well, I thought he might bust out because he didn't have a lot of shots yesterday. Walker didn't. And he's the all-stater, and now we've got a turnover at the other end as Kester hit the deck.
Isn't it always the way, Jim, that the cream rises to the top in the biggest games, and Jordan Walker has been the superstar so far.
Walker was 3 of 7 yesterday. Now he's got 12 points. This guy is dynamite. Corbin Thomas, 65 points in the previous 3 games, and he's on the board again as his team leads by 5.
As Coach Stevenson calls him, the quiet assassin.
Well, he is tough inside. Massac County cannot grow cold. Nice head fake there by Johnson. Gets it over to Ayala, who touches it off the glass.
Great job again, as you said, by Jarelle Johnson, getting him the ball in a good position.
DJ Cooper comes up top. Harper had some sweet jump shots from the wing yesterday. Going to kick it over to Stevenson. Bad pass, and a foul on Stevenson after he made the error.
I thought it was going to be real important for Massac County to get off to a good start, Jim, and they've done that. They've taken the first punch by Seton Academy. It looked like in warm-ups to me that Seton Academy was just a little bit more calm, a little bit more confident than Massac. So, good start by the Patriots.
Valuing the basketball. That's what Massac County has to have, because this team, the Sting, can put 8 points on the board in like 33 seconds on you. It's like a pinball machine once they get that defense going, because they go get the ball just like that. Corbin Thomas knocking it out of bounds.
And Ayala has to come meet that pass. They've got to close the gap between passer and receiver.
Check that, it was Walker on the deflection.
The longer that ball's in the air, Jim, the more Seton Academy is going to have a chance to get their hands on it. So we got blood right now, it looks like, on Johnson. He's going to have to come out.
Johnson will come out, and they'll get him checked out. He got a little scratch, it looks like, on his hand. And Lang will check in. Also in the game is Dustin Cordy, number 22, and he is a key here tonight, because he is their sixth man, and he brings offense in a hurry, averaging 11 points a game, had 15 in the semifinals last night.
Now here's Chris Olivier. I called him Sir Lawrence yesterday because he deserved that. He was a man yesterday. He deserved that Sir title.
Yeah, Olivier, number 45, had 12 quick points. This is Cordy. He gets it blocked by Walker. Somehow Massac County gets it back. Ayala spots Cordy. Cordy's going to force it to the glass. Doesn't get it. Tried to keep it alive. And with 17 seconds to run out to Cooper is not finished. Kester with a rebound. Here comes Massac County. They've got some numbers. Bailey, contact, block. A blocking foul on Sir Olivier.
Well, that's the toughest call to make in basketball. Let's get a good look at this here as Olivier tried to set himself in the lane. Bailey coming in full force. And you can see a great call by the official. Olivier just turned into him. Olivier was set if he hadn't moved his feet there.
Good body control by Bailey to scissor between both Olivier and Walker.
Now Seton has plenty of time. There's 7.6 seconds, as you can see on the clock, if Massac County gets a quick shot here.
14 fouls now on Seton Academy, only one on Massac County. Another block shot. Olivier jumped out to get that one, but Massac County maintains possession, and if they set up a play here, they can launch. Hosman, the head coach for 23 years, 457 wins. Oh, with 458, tastes sweet. They got to hurry. Bailey, no, that's not the shot they wanted, and they basically fired a little too soon, but we've got the start of a good championship game as the Sting lead the Patriots by 3 back after these local messages.
No, we're not worried about the officiating. We're just going to play our style of basketball and just adjust to how the referees call the game. We don't worry about officiating at all. None this season. We're not going to worry about it now.
Of course, a few years back, Coach Stevenson was an inside sales representative in the computer industry. He had no idea he'd be here on this evening. Of course, the 81 graduate of Hales Franciscan was coaching grammar school basketball on the side. Then in the late 1990s, Stevenson said he was dropping off a donation at Hales Franciscan when he ran into Mike Taylor, the Hales coach at the time. He said, "Hey, I'm looking for an assistant coach." Lo and behold, Ken Stevenson said, "Yeah, I think I'll do that." He coached at Hales and Chicago Whitney Young before coming over to start up the program at Seton Academy, and here he is, a win away from a state championship. Massac County starting with the basketball here in the second quarter. Bailey strong, but too strong. I tell you what, the boards are belonging to the Chicago school, and that is a slam off the feed by Corbin Thomas.
Well, DJ Cooper's the one who set that thing up, creating the angle, made a great pass to him. DJ Cooper makes this thing go.
Boy, Thomas is just so strong inside, and I think you can see that he knows how to finish. Bailey had that ball slapped, so he maintained possession. Cordy needs a jumper, doesn't get it. Rebound comes down to Seton Academy. Cooper surveys. finds him again. That's Thomas.
Look how he got the ball to the center of the court, too, Jim. That's what it's all about. Get the ball to the center of the court, then you can go either way with it. Cooper's so good.
Let's take a look quickly at the stats. A quick 6 by Seton Academy.
Well, Seton Academy rebounding us hurt Massac County in the early going here, but DJ Cooper getting that ball in the open court and getting the ball to the center of the floor. That's what the whole key to making that break go.
Yeah, DJ Cooper, as you can see, you mentioned it, and Coach Stevenson has mentioned it throughout. He is our guy. Tonight's trivia question brought to you by the National Association of Realtors. The greatest distance between two schools playing for a boys' state basketball title. Is it tonight's game? Because there's a lot of mileage between these two, Chicago and the deep southern part of Illinois. We'll find out. Think about it. The National Association of Realtors wants you to know that home ownership is an investment in your future.
We're going to get a look at this dunk here, but it is the no-look pass. And as you said, there's no doubt about the finish there by Corbin Thomas.
I mean, Thomas just has come alive. He's averaged 11 points per game during the regular season, but in the sectional final, he had 21, super sectional 25, last night 19, and the answer is false. False. This is only the 4th longest game. How long? Well, we kind of did a little math. It's 1,867,008 feet. And how many football fields would that be, Roger? Any guesses? I'll let you think about it for a second. It's a long way. It's a lot of yardage, let's put it that way. Massac County needs to counter right now. Johnson spinning, gets it taken away. And here he comes again. DJ all the way, drops it off, and will go to the free throw line. On the other side was Walker.
I'm glad we're going to get to see this play again
Nixon.
because DJ Cooper creates the angle. Look at that. He creates the angle, goes right, and then makes the bounce pass across the lane. Had he gone at Nixon, it would not have been a successful play.
It was Nixon camped on the low block on the other side. You get a good look at the young man headed to Northern Illinois, averaging 10 points a game.
I keep using the two words court vision with DJ Cooper, and what that means is the ability to see opponents and your teammates really without moving your head.
And you can't have any kind of a lengthy drought against the Sting. They will just use it to separate, and then you'll be playing uphill all night.
Now, needless to say, this possession is getting big now for Massac County because this game could be getting away right now.
Last 5 points by Seton Academy. And Cordy has not been able to get free for his shot. Every time he goes up, somebody is there to contest it. So that instant offense is shut down right now.
Well scouted by Coach Stevenson. They know where the shooters are.
Bailey driving to the glass. Oh, yes.
And we talked about penetration being the key. So if Bailey and Ayala and Johnson can get in there, Massac County could win this game today.
The distance between these two high schools is 353 miles. Inside they go to Thomas. Too much glass. Kester with a rebound. Oh, look at this pass. Can they get it to fall? Oh, that's a pass.
Great pass.
You wanted to result in a turnover, but look at Bailey with the steal. He's got Kester up in front. Here comes Nixon to knock it away.
Well, great job by Massac County defensively, but even a better job of Seton Academy getting back. You're going to see a great job defensively by Seton Academy getting back. The steal there, as you can see, but even a more important play here of them getting back defensively to knock off that layup attempt.
Safe to say there's no gimmies against the Chicago school. Bailey with a tough turnaround.
You called it. That's a tough shot, a fadeaway shot. Probably not a good high percentage shot.
Cooper almost lost the handle. Gathers it back in. Jumper from the wing is not there. Nixon couldn't find it, and suddenly Massac County has a little momentum, trailing by 4. Long jumper Johnson missed it all, but last touched by Khameron Harper. And that's something else that will happen. When you get block shots like Seton Academy does, it starts playing with your jump shot. Even though you think you're open, you start sensing that maybe somebody's going to be flying by in a second.
Yeah, you let it go a little bit quicker than you want to, or you're looking at the defender rather than at the rim.
Look at this play. They couldn't shake it, though, because Walker jumped right out on Cordy. Walker's not an all-stater just because of one side of the basketball. He plays it both ways. Nice head fake by Johnson.
Look
You're going to have to head fake all night against these guys. And a turnover. Boy, you worked that hard and not much. A 4-point game. Don't go away. We're back after these local messages. Bailey around and down. That was a tough man. If Bailey had hurt himself.
Seton Academy, the 21-17 lead over Massac County here in the second quarter. And we are with the young lady that's the, whoa, that chair is defective, but I stayed up. Joni Hosman, I know, 9 children, and they're all here. Raise your hand if you're a Hosman. Quite a large family, and he finds time for basketball too.
That's what we start off with is basketball. We fit in, the family fits in.
Now, was this all a plan so he could play 5-on-5 with him?
We would have done better planning and they'd space closer together.
Obviously, wow, 9 kids, that's a lot in this day and age. And tell me about Joe as a dad. We've seen his intensity on the sideline. Tell us about him as a dad.
He's a great father. It's a priority. And part of his basketball coaching is he wants these young men to be great fathers and dads.
All right, well, thanks for all of you gathering around. You're a good-looking bunch. Good luck to Dad.
Thank you very much.
All right, Joni, thanks a lot. Bye. Isaac is 3. He's the youngest. Hi, Isaac. All right, I'm going to try and make my way back downstairs, guys, without hurting myself. Thanks.
Thank you, Lee. You need name tags for that family reunion, I can tell you that. Cordy was fouled at the other end by Khameron Harper after a missed jumper by Jordan Walker, so things tighten up. It could be a 2-point game, and it is. Compliments of number 22 for Massac County. Nixon thought about it. Cooper says, I think I will fire from 3. Not there. Last touch by, whoa.
He could have made that shot a lot easier, Jim. He took that shot about 3 feet behind the arc. They got to go up to that 19 feet 9. Let's see if we can see this again where his feet were when he released this shot. Look at that. He is 2 feet behind the college line. It's a difficult enough shot as it is without getting as close as you can.
The ref said Bailey touched it last. Hosman begged to differ. Cooper hangs in the air. Harper couldn't get the shot, but Cooper's right there. Oh, look at the no-looker to Walker. Oh, my goodness. Wow. You can't give them 2 opportunities.
Nope.
They're just too good.
That's a fourth assist from my counting for DJ Cooper.
That is unbelievable. Cordy manning up, going the other side. Oh, a great effort there by Ayala. And let's see what the call is. Ayala is only 6'1", but he went up as high as anybody else on that one. And we got a foul on the play on Nixon.
His second, and that's a 6-team foul now for Seton Academy. So Massac County will be shooting from this point on for the rest of the second quarter. 2 fouls on Nixon.
Out comes Harper, in comes Tavares Ingram.
That's not a good trade if you're a Seton Academy fan.
4-point Sting lead. The Sting in the white. Just joining us, Massac County. Only 1 loss all year, and Bailey got to the glass but didn't finish. And here's the run out. Here's Walker, and it's down.
Well, Massac County did exactly what they wanted to do, Jim, get it inside the teeth of the defense, but no one got back to stop that dunk by Walker.
And Massac County, that's a 4-point swing because Bailey got to the glass, but again, the great defense, nice kick over, and that is gonna go by Kester. Assist to Johnson. Oh, the pace quickens now with 3 minutes and some change left here in the first half. Cooper again goes down low. This is Thomas. He gets another 2.
And you can't put a price on the point guard. You just can't put a price on it, especially somebody as good as Cooper.
And Thomas is so strong. I mean, you have to time everything just to get your hand on the ball. Kester, a little short. Walker in a hurry. They don't slow down at Seton Academy very often. Cooper tried to get it in. Bailey saw it coming.
It's a 3-on-1. They should score.
Bailey
here.
Kicks it over. Oh, yeah, and the foul.
Boy, was that well run. I hope we get a chance to see this one. The wings, oh, great. We're going to get to see this again. The wings got out nice and wide. Bailey did a great job of getting the ball outside to Johnson. If you get in too tight, then 1 man can cover 2. And you can see there's no way that Cooper can recover that ground. Nicely run by Coach Hosman's team.
You're looking at Jarelle Johnson, whose mother left at a very early age. The gentleman invited him into his home where he lived with 2 other young men who weren't his brothers. Then that adult had a medical issue. And so basically Johnson raised 2 kids while going to high school and working. Long jumper, Stevenson off the mark. But the long rebound comes to Cooper. Cooper in traffic with a nice hanger.
Well, you just can't do that. If you're going to win this game with Massac County, you can't give Seton Academy more than 1 shot at the basket.
Have you noticed, Roger, on that second attempt, they usually bank it home?
Right now, they're going to be shooting the bonus, right, for the rest of the ball game. Massac County's going to be going the line. This could be a big difference. The referees don't realize it yet.
As you can see, Massac County has had their highs and lows. Lowe's not that low, not at 56 points. Massac County averaging 72 points a contest. Seton Academy 70, but you have to remember when you're looking at this team from Chicago, the Sting won their Chicago Catholic Conference, and they're playing against 3 and 4As.
You know, those numbers, too, that you just gave me, Jim, are kind of skewed because a lot of times these starters didn't play much of the fourth quarter, so those numbers could be a lot higher.
Johnson, a 57% free throw shooter. Money this time.
You know, you just think Seton Academy is on the verge of blowing them out, and Massac County's just hanging in there. So, you know, see, it's just almost like a heavyweight boxer saying, how much more can I punch this guy before he goes down?
Well, Coach Hosman has referred to them as good as Oak Hill Academy, which is a national prep power out of Virginia. Johnson makes both free throws. A 3-point contest. Inside, Thomas will be fouled.
Nice entry pass, but a real good job of staying low. You look at the Corbin Thomas getting down low and getting himself into a wide body. Hard to get around him. See that, how he moved his feet? A lot of times, big men like that don't have good footwork. Well coached.
Foul before the shot, but I'll tell you what, Kester had a lot of help. There were 2 other teammates surrounding Thomas that time. Inbound pass comes to Harper. Difficult shot. Rebound underneath Cooper. No. Here comes Massac County running out with Johnson. Johnson will pull up. Double team. Good ball control that time as he waits for Bailey. A 3 will tie it. We're tied.
And they lost him. They had found him the entire game. They lost him. Now you just can't lose number 22, Cordy.
Cordy has it all tied up at 29s with 1:30 remaining. And underneath, they can't get it to fall. Again, good hustle and a second effort as they kick it back out to Cooper. Stevenson kept that alive. Oh, that's going to drop. Man, that is sweet. The other way, Cordy will wait. And we've got whistles as Kester bounced it out of bounds. Well, I'm sure that Coach Hosman would have preferred to slow that one down a little bit and wait for the offense. How about Cooper, though? What kind of shot was that? Kissed the back of the iron, and gravity said, come on down through the net.
Massac County back in their man.
Walker, wow, sweet again.
I think that's 18 for him.
I tell you what, before the game, right before the game, Coach Stevenson and Walker had a very special moment. Bailey can't get that angle. That was a very, very important miss as Seton Academy gets another 2 by Walker. No, it comes out. Walker says, give me another chance. I'll get it.
What a man he's been, Jim. What a man.
Wow, he's got 20 of the 35 for Seton Academy.
He is so hard to defend.
And those shots that are in close, you gotta finish if you're Massac County.
You can't lose this kid.
Cordy does not get that 3. Oh, nice defense by Bailey. And now Massac County, trailing by 6, should get the last shot. Oh, Kester wants that. That's probably not a good idea. They get it back. Cordy, yes.
Still plenty of time. 5 seconds, plenty of time.
Harper lost the handle. Here comes Cooper. He's open. He's dishing. It's good. Corbin Thomas at the buzzer.
I don't know.
Let's take a look at it. Are they going to look at it?
Well, they can't change it. You know, it's high school basketball. He left the floor before 0-0-0, but I'm not sure it went in. It left his hands. Hard to see from that angle.
It's on the board.
Hard to see. No.
37-31.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You got to watch that red light, Roger.
It's close. It was too close to call.
Boy, a great putback at the other end, and then the response. Let's go see what Coach Stevenson has to say about the first 16 minutes.
Well, they might have got a break on that one, guys, but 32 of your 37 in the paint.
That's our game plan, is get the ball in the paint. We're not playing defense the way I want us to play right now, but I got to give the other team credit. They came out, they ready to play, but defensively, we're not playing with a lot of intensity right now. There's been a couple of minutes of stretches that we have, but I'm not happy with our defense right now.
Walker's doing a heck of a job for you offensively, though.
And I'm happy right now with Walker and Corbin Thomas right now.
Okay. All right, good luck to you second half, Coach. Appreciate it. All right, back after this on the IHSA TV network.
At this time, meet the Indians of Winnebago, who finished 4th in 2A with a record of 31-2. The Superintendent of Winnebago, Dr. Dennis Harzelak. Principal, Beth Summers. Athletic Director, Sean Mayer. The trainer, Jim Haplin. Head coach, Joe Murphy. Assistant coach, Tom Sipes. Assistant coach, Matt Kaufman. Assistant coach, Ben Powers. Manager, Dustin Faulkner. And now the Indians players. 3, Chuck Mizuraka. 10, Brandon Kleinite. 11, Russell Fiore. 12, Mike Mann. 13, Seth Gustafson. 14, Alex Johansson. 15, Jeff Sartorius. 23, Joe Bronkema. 42, Brad Reinke. 23, Jake Doty. 50, Zach Draves. 51, Derek DeMars. 53, Chaz Cross. And 55, A.J. Thomas. Congratulations, the Indians. 4th place, 2009 2A boys. This time meet the Lions of Marshall. They finish 3rd place, a record of 32-1. Let's meet the Superintendent of Marshall, Rick Manuel. Principal, Tim Pearson. Athletic Director, Pete Manuel. Head Coach, Tom Brannon. Assistant Coach, Chris Kessler. Assistant Coach, Pat Duncan. Managers, Logan Swalls, Harold Dominic, and Jason Mason. And now the Lions players. Number 10, Logan Idle. 12, Ethan Delp. 13, Jacob Duncan. 20, Austin Wetnight. 21, Jordan Grooms. 22, Trey Brashear. 23, Lucas Idle. 24, Jake Tucker. 30, Logan Kennedy. 32, Taylor Duncan. 33, Dallton Sanders. 34, Dustin Morey. 40, Joey Francis. And 44, Tyler Bishop. Congratulations to the Lions of Marshall, third place, 2A, 2009. And now will Coach Murphy and the captains of Winnebago step forward to receive the fourth place trophy. Congratulations, Winnebago Indians. And now will Coach Brandon and the captains of Marshall step forward to receive the third place trophy. Congratulations again to the Marshall Lions and to both teams, their schools, their fans, their students, and their teams for a great 2A 2009 state tournament.
And welcome to our National Association of Realtors halftime show. The NAR wants you to know that home ownership is an investment in your future. When you're ready to buy or sell a home, contact a realtor, a member of the NAR. Lee Hall, Cliff Khameron here at Tournament Central here at halftime. And, you have to give congratulations to both Winnebago and Marshall for great seasons. It's disappointing to come here and lose one game or lose two games, but you have to look at the season as an entire picture. And a lot of teams would trade places with both of those squads tonight.
They certainly would. Just to get here is an honor. They both were 31-0 coming in, and to come here and get third and fourth place respectively, that's a great tribute, and that's a great honor. They had a great season.
All right, we'll talk a little bit about the first half and look ahead to the second half after this local timeout here at Carver Arena. Seton Academy, the 6-point lead.
Okay.
Back at Carver Arena, our National Association of Realtors halftime show, Seton Academy, the 37-31 lead. Lee Hall and Cliff Khameron, and we go right to stats brought to us from Menards. Save big money at Menards. And there you get a look at the shooting. 12 of 32, Massac County. Seton Academy, pretty good at 17 of 33. 1 of 9 combined on three-point shots. And look at the rebounds, 24-14 in favor of Seton. And the 32-2 points in the paint. Walker, a big part of that.
Right, Walker's done a good job. He has 20 points. A lot of those are second chance points. A lot of them, DJ Cooper, just find him in the paint somewhere, hitting the open guy.
Massac County led by Ayala's 8, Cordy with 7 off the bench, Walker with 20 to lead the way for Seton Academy. Massac has done a great job of getting back. Only a couple of runouts so far for Seton Academy, but that inside game has been a dominant factor for them here in the first half. We will be back with more from Carver Arena after this local timeout. Just about ready to get things started here in the second half. Joe Hosman's team down 6. You guys did a good job getting back defensively, but Walker's been eating you up inside.
He and the little point guard just made some great passes. He gets by us, and he's finding the open man on us. They've got nothing outside the 3. I think 5 points, and everything else is inside the paint. we got to try to do a better job of blocking off and trying to stop number 2 from getting to the lane because he's causing havoc on us right now.
Good luck second half, Joe. All right, back over to you, Jim.
If you're going to have a chance against Seton Academy, you can't give them second chance points. They've been getting a lot of those, 14 in the first half. Roger Lowe, let's take a look at these highlights. There's plenty of them.
Well, here's a good example here. A great block there by Thomas, and then a run out. Good head and shoulders fake there by Johnson, and then a nice pass there to Ayala for the jump shot. Come back again, Thomas, with again the pass by DJ Cooper, and the flush. Walker again, we're going to be coming out he's just had a tremendous half with 20 points.
Man, 20 in the first half.
You can't lose this kid, Cordy. He just can't miss him. And now here's the last play. Let's watch the clock here. Let's watch the red light. It's going to be very, very, very close.
The red light goes off, and it's in his hand. It doesn't count. Where's the red light? Right there.
Yep.
And it's still in his hands. Boy, that was bang, bang. There's no replay in high school basketball, so it counts. And we're back with the start of the second half after these network messages. And we are back with the start of the second half. The pass is stolen by Kester to open things up. Here comes Johnson, bumped, no call. Rebound comes down to Corbin Thomas. Again, the pace has not slowed. It's been like this all night, as finishing at the other end was Tony Nixon.
Once again, DJ Cooper creating that, and that's what Coach Hosman said. They've got to keep him away from that basket.
And right now, you're at a very dangerous point if you're Massac County. You trail by 8. Once this team, Seton Academy, gets you into double figures, they kind of toy with you. Nice drive, and it does not fall for Jarelle Johnson somehow. Here we go again, low post, turn, blocked by Bailey. Bailey said, the other way. Controlling and losing is Ayala. Ayala gets it back, and they call him for traveling. Or they call Seton Academy for traveling before Ayala took it away. Man, the pace of this game is, Roger, are we watching like the 100-meter dash, or what are we watching, man?
Well, this is the style both teams like to play, as you said, by the offensive numbers. So this is not foreign to either team.
Nice pass to Bailey. That is a great inbounds play. Of course, if you're Coach Kenny Stevenson, you think it's bad defense on the inbounds play. Cooper, he is so smooth, as is Walker. Tough shot, won't fall, over the top, and I think that's going to be a foul on Corbin Thomas, and it is.
Once again, a great job by Massac County in boxing out. Take a look at this now. Nice job in there by 45, which is James Lang, of putting a body on him. Close call, though.
We got that a little late. They say that Thomas shoved from behind to get that rebound before he tried the putback. Jarelle Johnson. Jack Lang had a nice start to the game. Good low, high, low post, but it didn't fall for Bailey. And Bailey's missed a couple of those inside, as Thomas will gather.
Yeah, he heard footsteps. That was, he heard the footsteps of some defenders there.
Cooper, no. Rebound comes down to Kester, and we're running again.
Right back to
Bailey. Right back to Bailey again. And he missed it. And he's going to go up again, and he'll get it.
He's going to tell you that was planned. He wanted to get that three-point play. You're going to see it again here. Let's see if we can see the first shot. Not going to see the first one, but he pump fakes and gets Walker up, yeah. So that's just a good, for young people watching that game, the pump fake gets somebody up off the floor. You're taught as a defender never to leave the floor.
Well, that 8-point lead could be down to 4, and it is.
Down to 3 now.
Down to 3, 39-36.
It's been a fun game to watch.
Nixon kicking it back out to Harper, who's been pretty quiet this game. 17 last night against Winnebago. Harper's going to try to warm it up, and he does.
What a great shot by Harper.
Woo!
Seton Academy needed that.
Harper had 26 threes on the regular season as he drills that to a 6-point lead again. Johnson. Oh, that's a tough shot. Out front, Cooper got a piece of it. Hosman, the coach for Massac County, wanted to foul out front, but he didn't get it, so we're coming the other way as it was James Lang with the personal after the deflection.
Massac County's banked their entire season. We talked about this in the pregame on how good a defensive team they are, man-to-man. So it comes right down now to what you got left after 32 or 3 games to see what you've got left to play for a state championship.
Nixon way outside.
Well, Coach Stevenson told me on the phone that he's the best shooter in the state. He had a nice stroke there.
Well, they had it down to 3, and just like that, it's back up to 9. A couple of quick threes will do that to you. Lang, too much iron.
That's not
Here they come again.
That's not who they want taking the shot, Jim.
Nixon gathers it back in. He wants another 3. Not this time, but the rebound is home by Corbin Thomas.
If we didn't have the TV timeout, Massac would need one right now, but Coach Hosman's going to get one free here in just a few seconds.
Just like that, Seton Academy asserts itself. Johnson kicked it back out, and now he gets it right back. That'll be the conventional 2. Boy, they get into the front court so quickly, thanks to number 2, DJ Cooper. Harper, sweet! Man, he was silent in the first half, but he's definitely alive and thinking state championship in the second half.
I saw him hit big shots Tuesday night in the super sectional, and then we saw him last night being the leading scorer.
Bailey forces, gets it.
There's what you're all stater. That's where you got to lean on him right now.
10-point ball game. Look at Cooper. Look at Cooper to Thomas. He had a double team step up in his face, whipped it down low, and Thomas finished.
Massac just has no answer for him. It's just that simple right now. They have no answer for number 2, DJ Cooper.
He's headed to Ohio University, and those fans will be more than happy to see him. Bailey lost it on the way up, but they say he was fouled. And we'll see if it's Harper who reached in.
They're going to get 2 free throws here by Bailey. And then Massac County's going to get a well-needed timeout to talk this thing over if he can make the second one of the 2.
They had it down to 3, and I told you this Sting team just rapid fire you to death.
You know, we saw this last year too with North Lawndale. They just can get it to in flurries, and you know it's a 3 or 4 point game, and then you look up at the clock, it's 10 or 12. So, but like I said, this is going to be an important timeout for Coach Hosman. 52-41 right now, I think, is your correct score.
And it's a 10-point game, and we'll be back after these local messages. The Sting getting it done inside. Here's Khameron Harper going off that high pick. There's no doubt that is a 3.
Well, the referee's raising his hands over there on the sideline. He's got his hands up there, so I don't know what the confusion is there. The referee clearly signals 3.
Yeah, there was some confusion on the scorer's table as to whether that was a 2 or a 3, but there's no doubt. Well, that was beyond the college 3. So Massac County, their only loss of the year was to Carbondale by 5 in a real shootout. That game ended in the 80s.
Now, what I would do here if I was in Coach Hosman's shoes is I'd try to deny this ball, but then I'd get off Cooper. I wouldn't play him so tight because he's able to get his head and shoulders past you just like that.
Ayala trying to keep up with number 2. Ayala only a sophomore.
Give him a little bit more room to operate.
High-low again. Thomas again. And, you know, they've got the perfect arsenal for high-lows. They've got a lot of height. They got a lot of quickness and good passing, and Cordy needs that one badly. 9-point lead by the Sting. They just keep attacking. Down low, Walker had it blocked, but Bailey will be called for the foul after he got a lot of wrist.
They were going to get a chance to take a look at this again. Once again, the pass by DJ Cooper creates everything, and nothing Bailey could do but foul him.
And these are not your learn at basketball camp passes. These are You're in the air. They tell you not to get in the air. He can whip it around his head. He throws it from all kinds of different angles. He's kind of like the old pitcher Luis Tiant as far as his delivery. It comes from everywhere.
Yeah, but it's very obvious to me that the coaching staff of Seton Academy has really drilled this kid on how to get good angles and things of that nature. A lot of this is born, but you can teach a kid how to be a good passer, a good ball handler, and obviously the staff has done a great job.
Jordan Walker has deuces up on the scoreboard, 22 for him, an 11-point Seton Academy lead. Out of South Holland in the burbs. Whoa, Bailey had trouble. Triple team gets out of the lane. Johnson lets fly, no. And the rebound comes out long to Stevenson. Cooper again. If he knows more than one speed, it might just be sleeping the other speed, I'm not sure. Thomas with a tough turnaround on the left baseline, and he's lighting it up, and suddenly it's a 13-point lead.
That's a shot you want him to take, too. You don't want him to get it inside, so if they make shots like that, there's probably nothing Massac can do.
Massac can go down low to Bailey, and he'll go to the free throw line.
You're going to lay off him a little bit so he can't beat you on the baseline, can't penetrate it. But he can turn around and hit that 12-footer. We're going to see a replay of this Massac possession here. Once again, Bailey getting the ball inside, doing a lot of good things. He's fouled, I think, by Nixon. Or by Cooper, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Cooper now with only one foul.
Now here's your All-Stater with 14 points so far, Jim. 4 for 5 from the line.
Every trip to the free throw line, precious for those fans.
He's the best post player that I've seen on this Massac County team, too. When you get him down the blocks, he's very good.
Yeah, he can run it from up top, or he can take business down low. Stevenson falling out of bounds. Look at the ball movement. Thomas finishes.
That can't be done better. That sideline break they just ran. 3 passes and a dunk. Ball never hit the floor.
That is perfect, ladies and gentlemen. That is a Seton Academy clinic on how you get the ball to the net. Ayala, no. Look at that rebound by Thomas. It was behind him, and he still hung long enough to get it. Cooper dishes again. That's Walker. And it's starting to unravel for Massac County.
This is a huge possession. It's starting to get away, and Massac County has always been able to withhold those flurries, so I don't count them out, not by a long shot.
Bad pass down low. Cooper's got it again. Look at this pass. Oh, he missed the layup, though. Walker didn't finish. What a pass. Quickly the other way, Bailey. He will not finish. And it goes out of bounds off of Seton Academy, and those are the things that have to go your way. Hey, are you getting thirsty? Try Zero Cal water. You can only find it at Walgreens. Exclusively available at Walgreens. A proud sponsor of this IHSA network broadcast. I bet you Bailey's kicking himself over that one.
He's missed several inside today, and a lot of that's just concentration or looking for the block coming from somewhere else.
Inbounds pass, Bailey makes up for it. The nice assist by Johnson.
Let's keep coming back now. This is a huge possession for Massac County, much more important than it is for Seton Academy.
Seton Academy led by 6 at the half. Now they've notched it up to 13. Stepping out and having it blocked by Bailey. Thomas thought, you know what, I'd like to get a little jump shot from the right side. I haven't tried one over here
see
yet.
It again here, and a nice block by the left-hander that makes it a lot easier to block a right-handed man's shot. As you can see, you don't have to go across the body.
They go right back to Thomas. He is contested, and it's traveling.
Possessions are much more important, as we said, to Massac County now. They can't make many mistakes. Seton Academy can afford to make a turnover or two, but each possession now for Massac County is huge.
And I will say this for both teams. When something goes against them in terms of a call or something, oh, there's a steal by Cooper against Bailey. He waits for help. He'll wait, he'll dish. That's up. It's good by Stevenson. And Bailey's got to be kicking himself again. And that is how quick Cooper is, because Bailey does not get the ball stripped very often. Cordy. That kid has got a nice touch, doesn't he?
He's a good player. Gives him a good lift off the bench.
But again, that 13-point lead sticking out like a red flag for Massac County, because Seton Academy.
I want someone to explain logarithms to me, and I want someone to explain to me how DJ Cooper's not a first-team All-Stater, because I don't understand either.
Well, you don't have to convince me, that's for sure, because this kid is just a catalyst from that point guard position. Let's see what he can cook up here. He's going to go on a set play. They're going to get it back to him and free him up to ISO. There he goes down the lane, hanging in and out. Somehow in a foul on the other side by Walker. Very fortunate, Massac County, not to have that go down.
Seton Academy has 4 players with 2 fouls. That's not really what you would call foul trouble yet, but Massac County has nobody with 2.
Well, they're going to have to go for the long bomb here and not get the turnover. And look at that. Even that is contested by Walker as Cordy threw it up. We're back for the final 8 minutes of regulation in the 2A state championship. Seton Academy getting it done. After these local messages. You can save big money at Menards, which brings you these stats through 3 quarters.
Well, the Seton Academy shooting percentage is, wow, 46 points in the paint.
All close.
Look at that bottom line, too, 17 assists. Who do you think has 12?
That would be Mr. Cooper. Now, not all close because Harper came in, nailed some threes. Nixon hit a 3. So they've been doing it inside and outside, but mostly inside. And DJ Cooper's spotting the open man.
And I like to get in the huddles. That's a part of the coaching aspect I miss. And I know that what Coach Hosman's saying right now is we've got to make our run now. And it's going to have to be defensively, Jim. It's going to have to make sure that Seton Academy gets 1 shot and 1 shot only at the basket.
Every time they get a second chance, not every time, but a lot of the time, they are responding with points. They've got 16 second chance points. Cordy, oh, he is money.
I just don't know how you lose him. And that's the only chink in the armor today for Seton Academy, how you lose that kid.
Well, he gets it down to 10. Now they'll try to D up Cooper.
Again.
Good luck with that. Stevenson dishes down low. Shot contested, and Walker puts it back on the other side.
Again, each possession much more important to the team in blue.
Corbin Thomas missed inside, which was a rarity indeed, but Walker cleaned it up. I got to give Cordy a lot of credit. He had his first 2 shots blocked as they misfire up top by Bailey, but he's been firing back, and that time Bailey saw it coming. They got numbers. Ayala back to Johnson, couldn't get it to fall. Big miss there. Almost a steal by Bailey. Look out, Walker.
There's
contact and a charge.
No question, that is a charge. Great play there by Massac County. You're going to see it again. A great job by Zack Kester.
And that's 3 on Mr. Walker.
Don't consider that really a problem yet. Kester, a great job of taking that. Football quarterback, tough guy. Also dates coach's daughter, so he's got some things going for him for Coach Hosman right now.
Yeah, you can score points in all kinds of ways if you're nice to the coach's daughter and nice to the coach. Oh, Cordy gets that blocked up top by Walker, and Walker saw that coming, flew out high, and here comes Cooper. Stevenson with a nice dish, and that is how Seton Academy beats down its opponents. Corbin Thomas with a finish.
That coach you see clapping in the background is the rising stars, as far as I'm concerned, in coaching in this state. What a great job he's done with this team.
Ken Stevenson, nice jumper out front by Kester.
Now that's one more timeout is all Coach Hosman's got left.
We're coming back with the final 6+ after these local messages. That's our Walgreens picture perfect moment. Walgreens, a proud sponsor of the IHSA Do What's Right Good Sportsmanship campaign. Lee Hall, where you at?
I'm over here, there they are. I'm over in the Seton Academy crowd with Veronica Wood. She's one of the team moms. You got a daughter that plays basketball. You got a son on the freshman team. Tell me about the excitement back at Seton Academy.
Oh my goodness, this has been an awesome year for Seton Academy. Our boys have worked very hard all year trying to make it to this point, and our girls have been working as hard just as well, so we're really excited about it.
Tell us about the school. It's a relatively new school. We haven't heard a lot from you in the past.
Yeah, Seton Academy has been around for a while. 6 years ago, they did their co-ed school for the boys to come in as well. These kids have worked real hard all year at the school, and we're just really proud of everything they've accomplished this year.
Well, you got a lot of very vocal friends here with you. They're pretty excited right now, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
All right, good luck to you the rest of the way, Veronica. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Sting. All right, they are liking the way things look right now, guys, up 12.
And Seton Academy holding on to the ball. Of course, we saw Massac County come out with a different look there, Roger.
Yeah, we knew they'd have to change something. They went into a 1-2-1-1 three-quarter court press, but dropped back into man.
And Coach Stevenson says, well, I'll wait to see if my son can hit a jumper, but he does not. Coming up way short. Numbers, Cordy somehow with the left hand scoops it down, and the lead is down to 10 for Seton Academy.
Now, if I didn't have a scoreboard above here, Jim, I would think this is a 20-point game. That's what Massac County does. They just hang around. They're hanging in there. Let's look at this now. If we can get a wide shot here, that Massac County is in a 1-2-2, three-quarter court trap press. They will drop back into man-to-man.
And Cordy has 17 points. Bailey, 18.
Watch for some traps now. This is how this pressure will be effective.
Cooper can't get it to fall, but down low again is Thomas doing the garbage work and making sure that Massac County doesn't get any closer.
You just can't give such a good team like this second chances. You just can't do it, and this is what Seton Academy has done such a great job of all day long, of getting inside, fighting the boards. This team is too good to give them 2 shots down there, but credit the Seton Academy kids for going strong.
No, I think Corbin Thomas is just too good. I know it's easy to say get a body on somebody, but that is an active body down there, the 3-point play, and it's a 13-point lead for the Sting, who are 5 minutes away from their first ever state championship. Their only losses of the year, Chicago Leo by 4, Hyde Park by 9. Both those schools obviously higher than 2A in the class system. Ayala, Cordy, can he do it again? No, way off the mark.
What a play.
Cooper saved it. Johnson got it back. Look at the hands by Cooper. Tipped it away. Here we go. Alley-oop. Not there. Ball comes back out quickly to Ayala. Boy, this crowd was ready for an alley-oop slam on that one, and now
they need to slow it down and get it to Cooper here.
Yeah, Massac County was just a little out of control. Chicago Leo, one of the teams that beat him, is in the 3A Super Sectional coming up Tuesday.
But then
so that's how good this team is.
But then they came back and got Leo twice, so.
When you're beating the best around Chicago and you're in 2A, well, you can only get 1 trophy, but as you said, they beat Chicago Leo twice.
Massac County has 2 opponents now. They're going to have to start stopping the clock if Seton's going to pull it out like that.
I'll tell you what, Corbin Thomas, you can talk about DJ Cooper because you have to, and we'll continue to talk about both of these teams after this network timeout. What you're watching is part of the Menards Madness experience. If you've never played wheelchair basketball, believe me, it takes a whole lot of effort, and you're watching some of the best wheelchair basketball participants down here in Peoria. Oh, nice shot.
I think they can push the wheelchair 3 times and then they have to dribble. I think that's the rule there.
And there's your champions. And speaking of champions, there's 3 minutes and 57 seconds standing between Khameron Harper's teammates and that state championship.
Massac County can be aggressive, Jim. They only have 4 team fouls. They're going to have to go out and start fouling.
Corbin Thomas now has 90 points in the last 4 games, folks.
Yep.
And with Walker out there, you and Cooper, you can control and play keep away like you cannot believe.
They have to start fouling. There's no way that they're going to get back in this game unless they do it. They have to start fouling to trade 1 for 3 or 2 for 3.
Walker, not that great a free throw shooter at 57%, but again, those are averages, not when the championship is on the line, and they will foul Walker.
They lost 30 seconds, though, and that's crucial time there. That's still only the 15th foul for Massac County.
So they're going to have to do it again quickly, Roger.
I would do this real quickly. I would do it on the inbounds. You got to make sure it's not intentional, but you got to go after them and foul them, which is an intentional foul, but it won't get called.
There you go.
Okay, now Massac County after this one will be shooting bonus. Both teams in the bonus now, but it's more important to get Massac County to the line.
Cooper is a 65% free throw shooter. Harper's at 80%, 80 even.
Walker's
Corbin Thomas 67, right?
Yeah, you got to get Walker to the line. He's your 33%er.
Kenny Stevenson. There's DJ Cooper.
Well, it's the second best choice, believe it or not, on this starting 5 for the Sting is DJ Cooper, 65%.
Yeah, Nixon out there. I thought maybe Stevenson had just checked in, but Nixon's still in there, and he is 75% on the year as well. Good shot of the distributor,
now
DJ Cooper.
Notice what Coach Stevenson's doing now. He's only got one rebounder in there. He does not want to get a foul 94 feet from the basket and have the clock stop and let Massac get back in the game that way.
And he makes a free throw. You see him now with 5 points, but folks, he has 12 assists. Count those up, and that's at least 29.
Trading 1 for 2 is not going to get it done. It's going to have to be 1 for 3. You're going to have to look at Massac County probably taking 3 point attempts because they only have 1 timeout left.
So Cooper with a lot on the line as we almost got a little basketball Jones going over here in the broadcast area. There you see Coach Stevenson. As they get it in.
You got to look for Cordy now if you're a Massac County fan.
Ayala finds Bale. Hello.
Good play, but still trading 1 for 2 is not going to get it done. They have to foul quickly.
Under 3 minutes. Harper is fouled.
And that's not the man you want, 81% free throw shooter.
Kester picked up the personal.
You'll see a great athletic athlete right there. All-state in 2 sports, wide receiver in football and in basketball. I've been hearing about this kid since he was a sophomore.
Second team All-Stater, 20 points on the evening.
Now this will be the bread and butter man next year for the Sting. Harper, the only starter coming back.
Well, he's got great size, great quickness, and obviously, as you saw last night and tonight, especially in the second half, great touch from all over the court.
You know what I like about him, though? He's just steady. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. When they have to get points from him, he'll get it done. He guards you. I think he's just a solid player.
We didn't come just to be here, said Khameron Harper. We came here to finish it. And they are 2:45 away from doing just that. Nice pass to Kester, but the trees close in. Bailey goes right back down low. Not there.
I think
Walker can do it all.
I'd say they'll pull it out. They'll force Massac to foul him. And you got a 75% free throw shooter going to the line. So pick your poison, Jim.
Well, you know, double-doubles are what basketball players love to have. Do you know that DJ Cooper is 1 rebound away from a double-double with 12 assists? You don't see that double-double a lot.
You don't.
And 9 rebounds.
That's right. And if he goes to the line a few times, he might get that. Now, it's a minor point right now, but Bailey just picked up his 4th.
Nixon nails it.
They're making their free throws.
Well, there were so many in-close opportunities that didn't fall.
5 for 5 in the last 3 minutes.
And Bailey is headed to the bench with 5, according to the official score.
Well,
and his coach, Joe Hosman, gives him a big hug over there for all he's done for the program, because he has played his last minute of Patriot basketball.
Well, there's no question who the best team is in this tournament, starting from day 1.
No, I think that question has been answered emphatically. Jarelle Johnson out front.
My question is, who seeded these guys 3 all year long? Who put them as the number 3 ranked team in the state?
Nice bounce, give and go, down low, won't fall, however. Archie Maxey couldn't get that one to go down.
Because there's no doubt who's number 1.
Ooh, Cooper almost picked that up too soon, and we've got a timeout. Stevenson wants to talk it over with his troops, and he may pull everybody right now, up by 17. Well, and the party's beginning in South Holland. These are the most points scored since 1998, Class A. 83 points scored there.
That was the 1990 team of Paul Lusk and Brent Brady, I'm sorry, from Westland. 83 points over the Assembly Hall.
That was 90. I can't read old boys writing. I thought it was 93.
Paul Lusk's dad was the head coach of that team, and that was a superstar group. Brent Brady went on to play Major League Baseball. Inside the game there, look at that. Seton Academy with 52 of their 77 points inside the paint.
Well, you run down the lineup, Roger. You've got 6'7", 6'5", 6'6", 6'3" Harper, but obviously he can sky. And then you got Cooper, who's listed at 5'10", but goes to the glass as his 9 rebounds attest.
And the stat that I just keep looking at is that the 21 points on second chance, and that's, you just can't give a great team like Seton Academy more than one crack at it.
Yeah, I think that after you reach a certain age, like maybe 19, you cannot take your shirt off in public and paint any body parts. But in high school, it's cool.
I think Massac has only led one time in this ball game, so they hung in there for as long as they could. But as we've said many times, this is a very deserving state championship team from South Holland.
Kendall Lett in the ball game now with the basketball. It's Andre Jackson. 45 is Chris Olivier. He has seen action, of course. Torian Smith is number 10. And with the basketball, it is Tavares Ingram. Shot won't go, but there he is again. Olivier, every time he's in the game, he makes an impact. And this time he doesn't get the result he wanted. But his team still leads by 17 big points. And Ayala is going to be a good player for Massac County down the road, too.
He's going to be a Bailey-type player, that's right. Slasher, quick.
Ball is contested again. Every shot contested. That one, I think Kendall Lett got a piece of.
I think we talked about this yesterday, but I think a lot of the success for Seton Academy goes to the guys on the floor right now, because you know they got pushed every night in practice to make the starters a better team.
Archie Maxey in as a sub right now for Massac County. Coming in also, Tyler Sommer. Getting ready to check in is Zach Henry. Well, I tell you what, we had a nice third place game as Marshall came back from a first half deficit and overcame Winnebago to take third place, 66-55. Congratulations to those two schools for third and fourth place, and now out come the Patriot starters.
You're going to get a look at a real gentleman there, a very highly respected coach in our profession, Joe Hosman. And I tell you, he's been around a long time, coached a lot of kids, and you never, ever hear anybody say a negative word about Joe Hosman, ever. And a lot of times, they're the ones who say something good about him first. You don't have to even ask.
572 career wins when you count his 7-year stint at El Dorado.
And Seton Academy's just keeping him at arm's length with 8 in a row in the last 3 minutes from the line.
Jolene Thigpen getting ready to check in a minute. Long jumper out front is in and out. But the ball is tipped back up and in by James Lang, I believe. With the basketball, it's Jackson. They'll just whip it around. And we got a wet spot on the floor, so they'll clean that up. And more subs coming in. Malcolm Amos coming in, and also Adam McManus for Massac County. Go ahead, Roger.
I just want to quickly say what a great job the officials did today. They are as deserving as these two teams to get here, and they did an outstanding job.
That's what it's all about right there, folks. Loving the kids that you work hard every day, expecting the most out of them. And even if the result isn't a state championship, second place is not too shabby, especially against this talented Seton Academy team. Driving and hitting is Murray Hayes. Murray Hayes with a bucket in a state championship game. Zach Henry kicks it out. Long jumper is way off the mark by Thigpen. And down at the other end, trying to finish things off, but a foul. And going to the free throw line will be Kendall Lett.
I wonder how many games Seton Academy's 7th through 12th men could win in a high school season. They could probably win 20.
Well, their coach says, I've got 8 guys that can go to Division I and or Division II, and I don't think he's exaggerating. Lett is in the books. Kendall Lett, only a junior.
Mr. O'Boy next to me is keeping stats of the free throws they've been making, 9 out of 9 on the last 3 minutes. So it's just a unbelievable performance by this Sting team today.
And when you've got talent and good coaching and you make your free throws, ay. Pity the opponent. Well, Massac will finish at 33-2, not a bad year.
You start with Walker with 26, you go to Thomas with 25, you go with DJ Cooper, 12 assists, 9 rebounds. I mean, where do you go to pick your player of the game? Maybe it could be the three-headed monster that Lee Hall's going to have to interview.
I don't think it's pick your poison so much as pick your sting, because they get you from every angle. At the free throw line is Adam McManus.
And I want to echo what you just said about Massac County. What a class group, what a hard-working group, and 33-2. Second place for Coach Hosman. Saw him come down here in 2004 and had a disappointing loss there, but his kids just played great during the entire tournament all the way through.
In a hurry, Murray Hayes. Ingram, and he hits the deck hard, but he'll go to the free throw line. It's just celebration time right now for the young men in white. They know that they have done what they thought they could do. Hey, when you're beating teams like Chicago, Leo.
Now it's been 19 years since someone scored as many points as the Sting if they can get both these free throws to drop. That was Trenton Westland, as we said.
Ingram misfires on that. Boy, you can't say enough about, well, as you said, Roger, where do you start? Corbin Thomas just was relentless. And when you've got the dish machine, I don't think they have, when it comes to what kind of TV they have, DJ Cooper's got to have dish at home. He's just got to have the dish. Because he is Mr. Dish.
He was the provider tonight, wasn't he?
He certainly was. Jarelle Johnson in the game. Check that, I'm sorry, that's number 14, Zack Henry, that I was looking at. As we count down the final 10 seconds, ball heads out of bounds. Joe Hosman has already gone over and congratulated head coach Ken Stevenson from Seton Academy. It always hurts when you get this close, but I'm telling you, Massac County had to play a perfect game tonight. They had to be maybe better than they've ever been, and they've been plenty good. There's a travel. That's a travel on Brandon Merriweather, who's in the game, and you can see his teammates are getting a chuckle out of that. They'll be dogging Brandon tonight about that.
The joy of victory, though. You can't beat that.
Here we go. Last shot, not taken by Malcolm Amos, and the celebration is on. The Sting are the thing. Roger, you and I have been doing this for a long time, and I don't know if I've ever seen, and I don't mean any disrespect to anybody, because we've seen a lot of great teams, a lot of great individual players, but as a starting five, I don't know if I've ever seen a more solid starting five.
No, I agree with you 100%. This is going to go down as one of the most dominating state champions that I've seen, and I've followed the tournament for a lot of years. Obviously, you go back to Thornridge, and Taylor Bell and I agree on that one, and most everybody in the state. But as far as Class A basketball, this would be right up there at the top. It wouldn't take many to be over them.
And you can go back to some of the great teams and always make those arguments. Time passes, but as of the present, Seton Academy is a dominant group. Well, and they play so well and so under control. I mean, you'd think a team that had that much speed, that much length, that much pressure, sometimes we get too erratic, but you never see a long stretch where they're erratic.
No, and 14 turnovers, but really that's not a whole lot when you talk about the pace that they play.
Let's go to Lee Hall. Lee?
All right, we're with our Country Financial player of the game, Jordan Walker. 26 points, 10 boards. You guys really got it done tonight.
Yes, sir. We worked as a team. We've been waiting this for all season. We talked about this from the beginning of the season. Now we finally hit. Now we finally made it. Now we finally got it.
Tell me about the run to get here. Not a lot of maybe accolades, first team All-State, that kind of thing, but you guys proved it out here on the floor, didn't you?
Yeah, because we stayed as a family the whole way through, regional, super sectional, state. We as a family now, we're going to be rewarded.
How does it feel to bring a state championship back to Chicagoland?
Great, and seeing here we come. We're coming back home.
All right, Jordan Walker, our Country Financial player of the game. Congratulations. Ken Stevenson is here. Coach, boy, you guys got Massac wanted you guys to shoot outside, I think. You know, second half, I think that was their strategy. You guys started knocking in the threes, and then that opened up inside again for you.
Yeah, we knew that they was going to try to invite us shooting outside. I told the guys, we knock a couple shots down, that's going to open up for the paint. But I told the guys, what's going to win this game, we had to step up our defense. And I thought we played much better in the second half defensively. And, I'm proud of those guys, man. They didn't play hard for me all year long. I don't know what to say right now. I'm just excited.
Tell me about, the program hasn't been around very long. You built it pretty quick, and then you bring home a state championship.
This is great. This is the first state championship in any sport in Seton Academy history. This is our 6 years in boys program, and for this to be happening right now, it's a beautiful thing right now.
All right, go enjoy. Congratulations, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right, Ken Stevenson, head coach of the victorious Seton Academy. Let's go over to Paul Herzog.
And now let's meet the Patriots of Metropolis, Massac County. Second place in 2A, a record of 33-2. The superintendent of Massac County, Bill Hatfield. Principal, Danny Stevens. Athletic director, Kelly Glass. Head coach, Joe Hosman. Assistant coach, Isaiah Hart. Assistant coach, Kerry Bowman. Assistant coach, Parker Windhorse. And assistant coach, John Pruitt. Now the Patriots players. 5, Byron Bailey. 10, Corey Ayala. 11, Jarelle Johnson. 12, Zack Kester. 14, Zach Henry. 21, Calvin Morse. 22, Dustin Cordy. 24, Archie Maxey. 33, Quincy Glass. 40, Tyler Summer. 42, Zach Bremer. 44, Malcolm Amos. 45, James Lang. 50, Adam McManus. And 52, Jalen Thigpen. Congratulations, the Patriots of Massac County, second place. At this time, meet the Sting of South Holland Seton Academy, the champions of 2A, a record of 31-2. Principal of Seton Academy, Norma Guzman. Athletic director and head coach, Ken Stevenson. The trainer, Daniel Wazonas. Assistant coach, Brandon Thomas. Assistant coach, Micah Brooks. Assistant coach, Jack Solomon. Manager, Monique Foote. Manager, Jordan Meadows. Manager, Michael McGrone. And now the Sting players. Number 2, DJ Cooper. 4, Brandon Merriweather. 10, Torrin Smith. 11, Khameron Harper. 12, Andre Jackson. 15, Murray Hayes. 21, Kenny Stevenson. 24, Tavares Ingram. 32, Kendall Lett. 33, Jordan Walker. 35, Corbin Thomas. 45, Chris Olivier. 52, Tony Nixon. And Jerron Charles. Congratulations to the Sting of Seton Academy. Now will Coach Hosman and the captains of Massac County step forward and receive the second place trophy. Congratulations to the Patriots. Now Coach Stevenson and the captains of Seton Academy step forward to receive the first place trophy, 2009 2A Boys Champions. Congratulations to both schools. We thank you for being here, part of America's Original March Madness. Wherever you're driving next, please buckle up and drive safely.
We'll be back with more from Peoria. The champions are crowned. The champions are Seton Academy, the Sting. Back after this. The team with no egos. We're unselfish. That's what Ken Stevenson said all weekend long, and they proved it, passing the ball around and laying claim to the Class 2A state championship. I want to thank you for watching. We're going to take a look at the stats first, brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards, and big scoring inside, Roger Lowe.
Yeah, just dominating, and you look down the line there, you can just see why Seton Academy won, but the second line probably tells more than anything. Massac shot about 38%, and Seton shot 53%.
And of course, they won their first Chicago Catholic League South title, their first sectional, their first super sectional, and now their first state championship, all in 1 year. And the scoring leaders, wow, Walker was on fire, 20 in the first half.
Right, and then your all-stater for Massac County leading them for 20. So the cream rises to the top, and great players usually step up in big games.
And of course, if I live where these young men do in South Holland, I'm going to watch some of these highlights that are going to come up shortly. There were plenty of them, and DJ Cooper usually was dishing.
Yeah, he was either in trouble or around trouble if you're a Massac County fan. Cooper made everything go for him, and there's Cordy. What a great career he had at Massac County as a two-sport athlete, golfer and basketball player, and Massac County gave it all they had. They just weren't good enough. And there was just a classic fast break. There were 3 passes made there. You saw 2 of them, and then the big dunk. But the whole idea is just getting the ball into the teeth of the defense, setting it up by DJ Cooper for a lot of times easy layups.
So the deed is done, but there's more basketball yet to come, of course, on the IHSA television network. Next weekend, we'll crown the 3A champ and the 4A champ. I want to thank everybody for watching, all the guys in the truck, and, of course, our great camera work for Roger Lowe and for Lee Hall. I'm Jamal Breck. The madness isn't done yet, but it is done for Seton Academy, and congratulations to Massac County for second place. Go celebrate, gentlemen.